The last of the large cents were manufactured in 1857. The new Flying Eagle small cent was made in 1856 in proofs only. Business strike Flying Eagles began production in 1857 and ended after 1858. Flying Eagles weren't made for long, but they are quite popular. They're the same 19mm diameter as modern cents, but a little thicker. Flying Eagle small cents are considerably smaller than the large cents. The large cents were made of solid copper, while the small cents were made of 88% copper and 12% nickel. The Indian head cent replaced the Flying Eagle starting in 1859. The obverse has Liberty with an American Indian headdress. The reverse has a wreath that is open at the top with a bow at the bottom. The reverse was changed in 1860 and has a small shield at the top of the wreath. The redesigned wreath takes more of the space in the fields. Changes were made in 1864, but the design was unchanged. The metal alloy was changed from copper nickel to bronze. The bronze coin is the same 19mm diameter, but it is noticeably thinner and lighter. In fact, the best way to tell the early copper-nickel Indians from the bronze versions is to look at the edge of the coins. All Indian cents made before 1908 were made in Philadelphia. In 1908 and 1909, they continued to make them in Philadelphia, but they also produced them in smaller quantities in San Francisco. A consequence is that two of the scarcest Indian cents are the 1908S and the 1909S. In the graph of mintage of Indian cents over the years, you can see a lull in production that lasted over 10 years. These are the years that hold many of the most popular and most valuable coins of the series. The 1877 cent is one key to the complete collection of dates for the series. Here are two examples, one with quite a bit of detail and the other well worn. The other key is the 1909S. The 1909S has a lower mintage than the 1877, which suggests that it should have a higher value, but in fact it has a lower value than the 1877. This apparent contradiction may be due to the theory that the published mintage for the 1877 cent is not correct. In support of this theory, it is known that all of the 1877 cents were made with the same reverse die. The dies for these coins were known to wear out at around 100,000 strikes. In any case, valuation follows the number of issues remaining, not the number struck. The 1877 and 1909S key coins are by definition scarce. In addition to the keys, the other 12 coins in the range from 1866 to 1878 are challenging. This has been a brief introduction to U.S. Indian cents. Indian cents were the second type of U.S. small cents after the Flying Eagle. From 1859 to 1907, all Indian cents were manufactured in Philadelphia. In 1908 and 1909, they were manufactured in Philly and San Francisco. There are two keys and quite a few other scarce issues that make this set challenging to complete. Happy hunting!